Mark, what are you working on?
The electrical setup for the run-in shed down by the river. So this is just going to be a quick little cabinet to store the stuff in.
What's
400-watt inverter, and then we've got our solar controller. So we're going to have AC and DC available down there. So the solar panel is going to charge the battery is going to supply the power inverter. We've got an AC electrical fence charger, so it's going to be hooked up to the power inverter. It's not the most efficient way of doing it. Obviously, if you have a DC setup, it's best to just use a DC fence charger, but we got one and it didn't work. So we have another better quality AC fence charger already, so we're gonna just use that instead. We'll always have a full battery anyway and not need extension cords all the way down to the shed. So that's gonna be it. There's not a whole lot to it. We'll just get it all hooked up and test it out sometime today, and should be good to go to put the, what is it, bucks going down there? Does. So put all the does down there today.
That'll be exciting.
Yep. Okay, so not much further than I was before, but I do have this solar panel mounted on the roof now. These are the two cables that come from the solar panel. These are the connections that will connect on the other side, just male and female. They're going to come down through here and connect into the solar charge controller, and then the solar charge controller is going to have a couple of wires going into the battery, and then the battery is going to supply power to the power inverter.
Where's the battery going?
The battery is just going to go right here for now. And then the power inverter is going to supply the power for the fence energizer. As well, there's an extra outlet and a couple of USB ports, so we can hook up outdoor speakers or have some tools running or whatever. Just it's a small inverter, 400 watts, but you can run some small stuff off of it, especially since this is only pretty much running at like 10 watts, which is nothing for the 240 watt solar panel that we.
So we are still coming along on the run-in shed. This is run-in shed 1.0. The little one up in the Bucks corral is 2.0. We got the hay feeder made, just got to trim off the lengths. It's generally something you do beforehand, but there you have it. It's super far from, it's not super far, but it's far enough that it's hard to get power down here with like 4 electric cords together, so it's hard to get a saw down here. We've got the battery electric fence all set up here, as Mark was working on that all day, and it works. So the on button is right here, and it's on. So it runs down to the battery there, and it goes out through the little hole there. It's really fuzzy because there's no light in here. So that wire connects through here, and it goes up and connects to our corner of the fence in there, because that is live and will shock you. So this runs these fences here. So there's 2 fences of the Permanet from Premier One here, which I like the look of for sure. We'll see if it is effective. So how we know it works is we use this little, why is this not focusing? This little fence tester. So we just put it on the wire, press the button, and when it turns green, you know it's okay. So we've tested it all along, and it's working good. So it's all ready. So that is our first set of pasture from the first gate here. So this is our first gate that will open up into this pasture. After a week, we will rotate the fence around to this gate, and so it'll cover this area. And then a week after that, we'll move it to this gate, and then we'll move it to this gate. So this group in this pasture will move for every week for 4, and then start over again. And then here is our next group, which starts from, where'd you do it? Oh, here, from this gate. And they're gonna rotate around this way as well for 4 and come back again. So we've got a total of 8 pasture. So you can test, see if this one is working. And it is a-okay. So this wire runs from this fence, and it runs all the way along the corner, all the way back. This one has a long way to go, but all the way back into the shed there. Yeah, so we are all set for tomorrow. We're gonna bring down the new doelings, lavender and lilac. These poor things have been in the barn since they've gotten here. It's been over a week. Well, it's been a week. And a week today. And then we'll bring down Mama and the babies so they can come down and have some grazing as well.